I realized what I'm doing. I am literally just buying all of my dream cars from my childhood. And so let me explain my thought process with every vehicle and when I'm going to pull the trigger. When I'm going to pull the trigger on each car. So I'm ready to go on these two. I'm ready to go right now. And let me explain, okay? I've always been a Subaru fanboy. I love my WRX, my 2015 WRX. I sold it. Just, we wanted to remodel the house. I wanted to make sure we had enough money to fix up the house. So um, I had over 100,000 perfect miles on that WRX. I drove that car out in the desert all the time. I changed the suspension. So what I did on that, I changed all the suspension, or the coilovers. I changed wheels and tires to something a little bit better for all weather, and then I think I got some pairing for the shifting. That was like not a big deal. I love just changing the shift knob because I like a heavier shift knob. Oh, and the exhaust. That's really all I do. I replaced the parts as they wore out, and the only extra parts I had were like my exhaust and the shift knob. But so when I was a kid, this is the car I wanted. No, one of the cars. Okay, so I wanted I wanted a 300ZX, a 240 SX, and well, we didn't an R34. I should just say the actual name. So I wanted Godzilla. I wanted Godzilla. I wanted a Fair Lady, and I wanted Sylvia. So this is a Sylvia. This is what I wanted. So the San Bruno Nissan. Shout out San Bruno Nissan. I think it's in San Bruno. I'm not sure. It's on El Camino. It's across from. I think now there's like a Office Max, a Trader Joe's. I forget what else is across the street. Like a Home Savings, I believe. I don't think they have a Home Savings anymore. But anyways, this is what they had a black one. It was black with the white leather interior. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. It was so nice. So this I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna pretend one of these is my Sylvia, because here's the thing. My boy Seb, shout out to my boy Seb. I feel like they came back. They came out with your 2.5 RS, but they put a 2.4 in there. Well, granted, I think might be slightly better because this is rear wheel drive, excuse me, and you had the all wheel drive. Did you want another beverage, bud? Okay. Let me get Dami a drink. Are you hungry? Oh, you know what? Let me get you a bar. Here, do you want a bar? Yeah, ooh, yeah. Well, you tell me. Okay, so we have that. So you have these. You want? Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let me see if there's a banana too. Hold on. So let me grab one of these. Well, I like how these are big. Okay, here, Bubba. Here, I'll give you this. Okay, and then you let me know. Let me get you the chips too, okay? Let me get you a bowl. Or no, the crackers, I mean. Let me see here. I'm not going to cut this because I want you to know who I am, okay? That's my goal. He needs... Oh, my wife made pumpkin pie. Dude, it's freaking good. It's freaking good. Okay, your juice, and then here's your... Okay, let's see here, bud. We'll get you on these. I appreciate you, but I thank you for letting me do this. I'm going to knock this out real fast. It's just a couple minutes here. And then I'm going to finish. I want to watch this movie with you. I was letting you know my imaginary friend here on the computer. My imaginary friend that's listening to me. No, I actually like sorting out my ideas. So here, let me come back. Here you go, Bubba. All right, thank you. That was probably a good segue. No, so here, yeah, this is what I'm thinking right now. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. The reason I want both, let me just explain to you, even if I'm silly, okay? Let me just explain. The reason I want both is I do want to see the difference. And I feel like you can't. Do you have to go potty? Okay, he's going to go poo-poo. He's going to let me know here if he needs me to help him. Oh, no, he's just going pee. Okay. I just want, here's the thing. I just like both cars, and it gives me an excuse because they're slightly different but the same. Does that make sense? When you have something that's slightly different but it's the same, you can enjoy both. That's what I say. Okay, this, I've always wanted a Miata. The fact that they made this like that. There's one locally. I'm not even going to say anything. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's how I kind of live my life. A lot of ways like that. Absolutely, I'm coming back. I loved my 370Z. So the only mods I had for my 370 was, there was a gentleman, I don't remember, he did long tube headers. I was obsessed. I watched a YouTube video with this one guy. He had, on his 350, he had long tube headers, excuse me, I can't talk, with the full exhaust. So that's all I had. I had a full exhaust with the long tube headers and a dyno tune that he did as well. So he did he custom made, he said I was the only one who had custom made those headers. Everyone else just waited for the production version. I was like, well, I wanted them. I wanted them. All right. And then I'm going to wait on the Supra. I'm going to wait until they come out with a manual transmission. I don't care what anyone says. I think I'm going to get the 4-cylinder. I think with my Supra, I think I'm going to get a 4-cylinder with the manual transmission. That's what well, I don't know. Because here's my plan. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'll just be honest with you. Why am I beating around the bush? So I think the BRZ, I think I'm going to leave alone. I'm just going to change the exhaust. That's probably it. And then I'm just going to daily drive that car. I'm going to probably put like 200,000 miles on that car and just drive it everywhere. I think for the GR86, Kazoo Racing, shout out to my boy Kazuaki. No, the Kazuaki that went to Burlingame High School. You were one of the funniest people I ever met in my life. I was telling my wife about that. I was like, Kazoo. I was like, it just didn't work out because everyone's like, Kazoo, like Kazoo, like, and then it's over. I'm like, no, his name's Kazuaki, bro. It didn't work out. Okay. No, we still had a blast, but it's just like when you try to explain, like, dude, this guy's from Japan, bro. Like, what do you want? All right. Okay. My Z. I'm coming back, baby. I'm coming back. I'm getting so excited. I think once I sit in it, once I drive one, it's going to be over. That's a problem. I already know myself. Once I drive this car, it's going to be over. So I have to prepare myself for that. Does that make sense? I already know. I already know me. Godzilla. I'm going to wait until Godzilla gets
what?
Gets remade. They're going to redo it. I think they are. I think they're going to let this. I think the Z is going to. I think they're going to really, dude. This was already. Here's the problem. The GTR was already a beast. A beast. Can you imagine once you take a beast and you make it even? I don't even know. I can't even say words correctly now. All right, this is the other company. Please, Mazda. Come on, baby. 10 years. Okay, you left for 10 years, but now let's come back. Come on now. It's time. It's time. An RX-9, right? RX-9? All right, I love you, Mazda. I really do. I love you, Mazda. Even if you don't come out with a remake of the RX-8 or whatever, even if you don't make an RX-9, I still love you. I'm still gonna buy a Miata. I think so. And all these cars, I'm giving myself like a 10, 15 year window here. This isn't gonna happen overnight, you know. When I get here's the thing. When I get my BRZ, I'm gonna dedicate maybe just like a month to just enjoying this car, just like stock. Just stock. Here's the thing, okay, fine, I'll just put an exhaust. I have an obsession. I just like a nice exhaust, and then that's it. That's it. And then drive, and then just enjoy the car for like years. Like the reality is the 370Z. It didn't need. I was making, I think, like 340 something, or 340 at the wheels. It was beautiful. Like the thing I loved about it was you could break the back tires free in like anytime you wanted to. But then it kind of got a little scary though. And so like I think that's just a little bit too much. See, I realized I'm like looking back now and I'm like, well, you know what? That was fun. That was fun, but that's what I love about the BRZ. I feel like you can have fun, a lot of fun, but you're never really too out of control, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go watch a movie with Dom. Dom's right. All right. I love you. We love you. Hope this worked out. Bye. Okay, I'm coming.